ಶಿವನಾಗೆ ಬಂಧನ ಯೋಗೇಶ್ವರ ಶಿವನಾಗೆ ಬಂಧನ ಭೂತೇಶ್ವರ ಶಿವನಾಗೆ ಬಂಧನ ಲಿಂಗೇಶ್ವರ ಶಿವನಾಗೆ ಬಂಧನ ಜಗದೀಶ್ವರ ಬಂಧನ ಮಾಧವ ಬಹುರೂಪಿಯ ಕಂಠಾನೋ ಕಂಠಾನೋ ಈ ಜೀವಿಯ ಕಂಠಾನೋ ಕಂಠಾನೋ ಈ ಜೀವಿಯ ಎನ್ ಜೀವವೇ ಉಂಡಾನೋ ಶಿವರೂಪಿಯ ತಂದಾನೋ ತಂದಾನೋ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಮೃತ ತಂದಾನೋ ತಂದಾನೋ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಮೃತ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. On this Makar Sankranti evening, we must understand that Sankranti literally means a transition. Where will we transit? If we don't do anything about this life, anyway, we'll transit from life to death. That transition is for sure, believe me, it's guaranteed. But if we want to transit from limitations in which we exist, limitations of body, limitations of mind, limitations of social structures, if we want to transit from that, we need to do something about this. This Makar Sankranti is a reminder of that. This is why people taking out things in their home, useless things, and burning. It is not about burning useless things in your house, it is about shedding all those things which are unnecessary. When I say unnecessary, well, in the course of living, you will get little bit of kichi-kichi with people, anger, hatred, jealousy, problems, fights. This is the day to keep it down and at least start a new fight. Don't go on with the same old fight. Don't go on with the same old nonsense. At least be little more creative, innovative. Bangalore city is supposed to be a city of innovation. Make some innovation, make something new. Don't go on with the same rubbish. This is what life is about. This is about renewal. We are at a time on this planet when there is abundance everywhere, but still there is starvation, still there are problems for many other people, not because there is not enough, simply because there is not enough love in our hearts. It's time to change that, because we are at a juncture where every scientific study is showing that in the next 15 to 20 years' time, one of the greatest challenges will be how to stay mentally healthy, because there are many scientific aspects. I will not go into this is a festival, but in many ways, the basic foundations of life, there are holes in it. The fabric of life is becoming weak and stretched. In this condition, first thing that will collapse is our software. It is already beginning to happen, where the amount of mental illness, 22% of American population have been diagnosed as mentally ill. 43% of American population has been on some kind of medication at some point in their life. Why I'm using America as an example is because from what I know, if a free visa is given for everybody to go to United States, I think half the population here will go. If there is no transportation, they'll swim and go. Hello? So, because in many ways, America has become an aspiration, and such an aspirational place, people are losing their minds. The US Surgeon General recently said, 1 in 2 Americans are feeling lonely. 1 in 2, if 2 of you are sitting here, 1 of you is lonely, what's happening to the other guy? Loneliness is the incubation period for mental illness. They are working on it and they will succeed. In the year 2020, when the pandemic was full on in the world, including everywhere, almost everywhere, in Japan, more people committed suicide than the number of people who died of COVID-19. So I'm saying we are heading in the direction as a generation of people, mental illnesses will become rampant in the next 10 to 15 years' time. So as a part of this, we are unleashing a whole lot of spiritual aspects available to everybody. Most of it is free of cost. Especially this year, we will be launching a certain app called the Miracle of Mind. This mind is the greatest miracle that you know of. At the same time, this mind is the source of all misery on this planet. So the question is only, do we know how to use it or not? This is the problem. About 3 years ago, a television anchor in Hyderabad jumped off the 5th floor of her apartment building and killed herself. She left a note saying that, "My brain is my enemy. Nobody else is responsible for my suicide, my brain is my enemy." Just look at this. If you had the brain of an earthworm, you would be fine. I don't think anybody would ever commit suicide. You have the brain of a human being, which took millions of years of research and development to get you here, and now you suffer this. All human suffering, where is it manufactured? Bengaluru? It's in your mind. What should be making miracles, unfortunately, is making misery. So as a part of this, we are launching this worldwide. We want to make sure at least 3 billion people do some simple practices in their life so that their mind doesn't become misery, their mind doesn't become madness. Please be a part of it in whichever way you can. Above all, this is a basic responsibility that you need to take. That is, you will stay mentally healthy. Hello? You are not an enhanced customer. You will remain mentally healthy and do your best to keep people around you mentally healthy. This is very important because we are at that time in history of time where mental illness will be one of the… it is taking on pandemic proportions. Already World Health Organization has declared there is going to be a mental health pandemic. It's in our hands to see that we as a generation it's in our hands to see that we as a generation don't become a sick generation, that we become a healthy, productive, joyful and wonderful generation. You need to promise me this today. So whatever the hell is happening in your life, okay? Your Swiggy Piggy order did not come home on time, you won't freak. You got fired from your job, you won't freak. Your relationships collapsed, you won't freak. No matter what the hell happens, keep this one human being in a wonderful condition, that's yourself. Hello? You owe this to yourself and the world. Let's make it happen. Thank you.